Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Got another reaction for way back Greg. G'day, mate. And he's wanting me to the last one I did, the one it should be right before this one if it didn't get blocked and get knocked out of sequence. This one is the last one was for his daughter. I believe her name's Rebecca because he asked me to react to one that had Rebecca in there. The next one is called Jessica by the Allman Brothers. He said, "This is for my other daughter, Jessica." The Allman Brothers singing Jessica. This clip was also recorded very close to my Jessica's birthday of 1981, which my oldest daughter was born in March of 81. So we're right there, Greg. That way, that's why I choose this one. It makes it more special to me. She lives not far from me, so I also dedicate the song to her. Thanks so much, Mike. I'm getting emotional now. Just can't wait for you to play them. So I totally get it, Greg. Thinking about your daughters, the older you get, I mean, I'm sure you were like me, and you know, your daughters were the just the plum apple of your eye. I mean, they could be brats. My oldest, like I said, uh, man, she beautiful, beautiful spirit, but she had teenage years like any other teenager too. So those were some trying times, but she wasn't a bad kid by any means. But this one, I know how it is to always do something for your daughter. My daughter will text me, "Hey, Dad, react to this." So it sounds like your daughters are probably, um, daddy's girls too, just like mine are. So I'm happy to get to this one. So let's go to the intro and then right into the video. And thanks everybody else for showing up. Here we go. The Allman Brothers Band singing Jessica.
You people are dynamite as usual.
It's almost like he's hot. Yeah, I got to pause it, guys. For the copyright deal, and I don't know. I never know when the copyrights are going to strike, and so I have to always put a pause, at least one pause in there. If it's real long, I got to put two. But that being said, man, I just want to just again, reiterate the fact that this is a dedication to way back Greg's daughter Jessica, who lives pretty close to him, and apparently this was recorded. Well, this was recorded in January the 3rd of 1981, 2 months before my daughter Tara was born. She was born on March the 9th, 1981. So I'm sure Greg can remember exactly where he was during that time frame, just like I can. This um, I was a fairly new Marine. I mean, it was 81. I already had 3 years in the Marine Corps, but I can remember I was this close of getting deployed to a Westpac cruise with the Navy. Our whole Marine outfit would have went, and one of the port calls was going to be, it was going to be on an aircraft carrier. One of the port calls was going to be Perth, Australia, and I sure wanted to go, but the Marine Corps didn't want to send me because my wife was going to have a baby, uh, you know, before they got back. So I ended up having to stay back and go to another squadron, which literally turned out to be the best, uh, all the way around because I was there for my daughter's birth. But uh, we remember everything about our daughters. I didn't have any boys, so I would assume it's the same. But I had daughters, and like I said, I can remember vividly. That's just such for all you daughters out there, that's something you need to know about your fathers. That they think that you guys hung the moon. I'm the same way. An old Marine told me when my daughter was born. Back then, we didn't know if it was a boy or girl before they were born. I think you could pay. I can't remember how that all worked out, but I didn't know, and most of my friends, when their babies were born, we didn't know until it was a surprise uh, until they were born. And but I had a daughter. My daughter was born, and an old Marine asked me how I felt about it, and I said, "Well, I mean, I feel fine. I was hoping for a boy, but you know, a daughter is just as good." you know, I mean, I don't think I said it that way. I think I was a little bit more politically correct at the time because I mean, it was my baby, and he said, "Let me tell you something about having a daughter. Don't be upset that you didn't have a boy to be at first." He said, "Because with a boy you can be a friend, but with a daughter you have to be a father," and that stuck with me to this day. He's absolutely correct. Yeah, yeah, of course I can be a friend with my daughter, but the first thing I got to be is a father, and I've always tried to do that, and I think she's appreciative of that. So that was a good advice by that old Marine. Here we go. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I hope everybody enjoyed that as much as I did. So, little Jessica, this is from your dad, way back Greg. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. It means a lot to me. Everybody give a shout out to Jessica there in the comments. And till I see y'all again, I'll catch you down the road, man. Here we go. Bye, y'all.